Hey guys, how's it going? Preparing here. So today I participated in the final day of Wildstar Open Beta, and I want to give you guys my thoughts on the game, how it relates to other games of the same genre, and whether or not I will be playing it. So my experience has been not necessarily negative, but in a way I've realized very clearly this game is not for me. And this isn't to say that the game isn't good. This isn't to say that, the game has very significant faults and all that stuff. It just means that some people will like it a lot, and I am not one of those people. So, granted, there's a lot more to the game than I have experienced in the few hours that I played it. There's the PvP, there's the raid content, there's the dungeons. All I have is looked at videos of other people doing it. So I haven't experienced this stuff. But what I have experienced is an extremely painful and extremely boring level and grind through the early game quests. And usually when I play a game, I give it a fair shot. I understand that the questing at the beginning is going to be pretty boring. It's going to be pretty dull in general. But you know what? I just, last week played Arcade for, 3 or 4 days, and yeah, it got a little bit stale, got a little bit dull leveling in Arcade, around level, I don't know, what was it, 36, and this is pretty much because everyone was killing me every moment of the game. And, well, yeah, I kind of got the game at that point. And in that game, I'm pretty sure you level a lot slower than in Wildstar. In Wildstar, I just couldn't stand it anymore. The closest comparison I have to Wildstar in terms of the early leveling stage is Final Fantasy XIV, and I absolutely hated that shit. It's pretty much the reason why I didn't play Final Fantasy XIV. I understand the end game in that game may have been good. I don't know. I didn't do it. But what I do know is in Final Fantasy XIV, the early game was absolute garbage, and it was pretty much unplayable. I could not remain sane and play that game. And this is the same feeling I get in Wildstar. On a positive note, Wildstar has some very interesting stuff. It has some very unique graphics. It has like the most cartoony graphics that I've seen in an MMO. I thought the controls are pretty bad, but that's because the last time prior to today when I played, I was playing on the US beta from Europe, and well, because everything is telegraphed and all that stuff, it kind of sucked. But now that I played on the Europe server from Europe, the controls actually were pretty damn good. They're pretty flawless. I liked that. There's quite a lot of bugs. There's bugs in the interface, like screwing up. There's bugs with like quests when, they have these arrows where they tell you go someplace, but they don't actually go there. There's like missing stuff. I managed to bug out at least a couple of quests today, and I only played for several hours. So, there's going to be some sketchy stuff if you're playing the game. But overall, it seems pretty polished, and from what I've read, from what I've seen of the rating content, it is fairly promising. But I want to compare the rating that I've seen, the game overall, pretty much the reason why people play it, to like World of Warcraft. So a lot of people and a lot of devs emphasize this game is going to be ridiculously hard, and on the second side of things, that the game is going to be balanced around dodging raid mechanics and that kind of stuff more than anything else. And this seems like a really good idea, and the way they promote it, they seem like no one's ever done this before, and I can tell you that people have done this before. They just don't have triangles on the ground for you to see what you need to dodge. Level of difficulty, I don't know. I don't know if anyone really knows, but I do know that in terms of balance, World of Warcraft had pretty much the best PvE content ever. I don't think it's even close, actually. And this was achieved, coming from a hardcore raider. I was in top guild in the US for a very long time. I had good responsibilities there. I played Hunter. Check out the other videos if you don't believe me. In World of Warcraft, you had the dodge mechanics as well. You had to dodge stuff, or else it would kill you, or you'd do much less damage, or you couldn't heal, or you'd get pinned down, or basically something really bad would happen. But also, you'd have to really squeeze like every single like DPS point, every single HPS point, every single like, you know, parry block chance, every single HP on your tank, because it was a race where you combined your shitty gear and you compensated from that, from your skill and from your organization, from your ability to play your class absolutely perfect for like 10 minutes, to do perfect DPS, you know, perfect healing, perfect tanking, perfect positioning, and to communicate this so to have the best strategy. All these factors really, really pushed the skill in a video game. And this is an old concept. And my fear, and people share my fear, is that while the mechanic dodging thing may be really good, may even surpass other MMOs, may even surpass that of World of Warcraft, the aspect that World of Warcraft has with this increasing difficulty based on skill and compensated by gear, which is essentially gated, this concept I don't believe really exists to this nature in the game. And for this concept to really be as defined as it was in World of Warcraft, you really have to have very good class balance. So one class can do a little bit more damage than another, but they have to have, you know, less utility. They have to bring a little bit less. Usually in World of Warcraft, the balance is a little bit off, as in, you know, one or two classes are kind of shot, but that usually gets compensated by really good players on the really powerful ones. And overall, if I would play Wildstar, it would be for the rating, it would be for, you know, a very organized group, a very powerful team, really pushing, and I don't see it as worth it yet. I don't know if I'll really play, if it becomes a big game, maybe I will, but the fact that the early game is very, very crap will stop a lot of people from playing it. So Wildstar, even though, you know, I don't know the potential may be better than any other MMO out there, there's no chance it will be the biggest MMO out there, because I've played a lot of MMOs, and if the early game questing sucks, noobs are not going to like it. And you need a lot of noobs to have an awesome MMO, trust me. I really dislike the cartoony shit. I almost didn't play World of Warcraft at all because of it. I really like the gritty stuff. I like the Arc Age stuff. I like essentially the Dark Age of Camelot stuff. You know, you get the grittiness and you get the fantasy. So some really cool stuff there. But I will be playing, instead of Wildstar, I'll be playing World of Warcraft, at the very least, Warlords of Draenor beta. And at the very least, I'll be playing for some time Corecraft, which is a Burning Crusade World of Warcraft server. And I'm saying this because people at Blizzard, they're very smart with when they release their games. So Wildstar is going to be released at the end of this month. So we can pretty much almost guarantee that the Warlords of Draenor beta will be available for streaming and for play the end of this month as well, or at the latest, maybe about a week later, to, you know, get those people back who kind of realize that Wildstar may not be the best game out there. So MMOs are in the future. I don't know how long I'll stay. My last day in World of Warcraft, my visit and raiding experience with Midwinter was fantastic, but it was only for, you know, several months. So we'll have to see. Good games are coming, and hopefully they'll be great games. We'll see. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.